everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. And put in the chat if you can't hear me, or let me just tell you, I am in New York City, so you will probably hear construction or sirens in the background, so excuse that. But I'm really excited to talk today about leadership in this new virtual world that we are all working in. Who would have thought that this year turned out the way it did? But here we are, basically 9 months since February or March, and we're still, most of us, at home. But we know our great leaders know how to pivot in good times and bad. Actually, it's the bad times that determine true leadership, as I'm sure many of you can attest to. Today, we're going to talk about leading in this new norm. You know, what that means for companies in a virtual world as more people work from home. And as you know, Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, many companies have now said continue to work remotely. Today, we're going to look at the state of affairs of our leadership. What determines good leadership? A leadership style that works, tips that we can all use in a virtual world and we can share with our leadership teams. And then I'm going to end, like in previous PowerPoint, with a simple exercise that you can use both for your personal and for your professional life. Okay, ready? So what is that new world? What is the state of our leadership today? It is really putting our leadership skills to the true test, because we know that true leaders shine and know how to create conditions that enable their teams to flourish. But many leaders feel that they can only manage their teams when they're in front of them. Who here hasn't had that micromanager staring at them? But research shows that micromanagement style doesn't create a team that flourishes. In fact, the micromanagement leader and his team builds resentment among his team, increases employee stress, he stifles the creativity of the team, he or she, and we see that turnover increases when a micromanager leader is in charge. Times like these are stressful for both the employees and managers, but teams look to their leaders for hope, transparency, and honesty, regardless of the situation we're in. And that's why we feel they have that job. This isn't easy for a leader as well, because they're also humans and experience that stress. But the true leader and the good leader understands the importance of leadership and how that can affect the performance and productivity of his team. If you have any questions all along the way, feel free to jump in. So now let's talk about the qualities of our leaders, and that, I'm going to switch slides, sorry about this, and what helps them to succeed. As you know, there are thousands of qualities that a good leader can have, but our true leaders are mindful and have the basic of the following that I'm going to mention here. We see leadership across our board in our personal lives, in our professional lives, obviously in our political lives. It's across the board. And leaders today need to have these qualities regardless of what the situation is. They have to be ethical and obviously have integrity. They have to be empathetic, and you know that word has been brought up a lot over the course of this year. And what that really means is they have to understand what their teams are thinking. It's not feeling bad and sorry for the individuals, but it's understanding what they're going through. Understanding is the key word. They have to fully know their people. And when I say that, I mean, as an example, does Mary have 5 kids at home? Is she divorced? Does the husband take care of everything? Whatever the situation is, they have to understand their people. Leaders are supportive and fair to every team member. Do not take sides. Our best leaders are always accessible and open to hearing other people's points of views. They know that it's not only about what they think, but what others can bring to their team. And two questions that are so key that a leader should ask, whether it's a virtual meeting, whether it's a one-on-one, or whether it's in a group session, is ask the question, why, and then what else? When you ask those two questions, why and what else, that opens for conversation. Collaborative styles. Our best leaders have a collaborative style. They're open and they know how to communicate. They utilize good listening skills. And listening is by far the most important thing that you can do. And when I say that, and a good way to do that is when you ask a question, especially the why question and what else, then be silent. You will be surprised at how much you can learn from your employees by that silence. Allow them to share what their thoughts are. And our best leaders drive performance and are decisive. They offer strategic ideas in times like today. So what are those two best leadership styles that we can incorporate into our lives today? One of the best leadership styles is transformational leadership. Transformative leaders understand the importance of getting to know their team as people. And I say this slowly because that is the key, is understanding who your people are. That way, that helps you to build trust and each other become clear about their expectations. In today's world, leaders, as we said, should not be peering over their team's shoulders. That's micromanagement. They need to trust their employees fully, especially in this virtual world. The four behaviors of a transformational leader are: they know how to inspire and motivate from a distance. They know how to influence others. They offer that intellectual stimulation. The majority of people want to work and do well, so that intellectual stimulation is very important. And lastly, they care about their employees, and that word of empathy comes up again. It's important to really take the time to understand who your employees are, do they have families, and beyond. One of the most important characteristics of a transformational leader is they know how to collaborate. They can break down the hierarchical silos, so they bring their managers with their employees and the executives all together. Everyone has a say, and it's important to know that you can all learn from one another.
Hi there, hope you enjoyed that last clip. My name is Michael Maludis, and if you'd like to watch the full 60 minutes of that last webcast, while also gaining complete unlimited access to our entire library of IT learning, simply visit our subscribe page at greatpro.org/subscribe. Unlimited annual access is $199 per year, but if you use the coupon code LEARN to earn, you can drop that membership fee to just $149. That's less than $13 per month for unlimited access to over 1,000 hours of on-demand career development, covering the entire spectrum of IT management best practices, including business analysis and requirements, software development, quality and testing, risk management, process improvement, project management, and even digital transformation. But your membership doesn't just give you unlimited access to our vast learning library. You also get free access to our mobile app, as well as direct access to our network of over 300 of the world's leading IT consultants, all of whom are dedicated to putting practical knowledge at your fingertips so that you can learn more and earn more. I hope you will join me in becoming a member of the Great IT Professional and advancing your career with us. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button above so that you get notified whenever we publish new free webcasts each week of the year. Thank you for your time and best wishes for your continued success.